I'm not Mitch Connor, and despite the excuses in this article, here's more proof that they're purposely not taking out the Islamic State over in Iraq and Syria. Now, I'm going to speak this under the premise that they are actually a threat to the United States or to Western nations at all, which they are not. Okay. They're a proxy army, and their intent is to take out Bashar al-Assad in Syria. And they're being built up as a threat to us, well, so that we'll support a war over there. Support taking them out when the time comes, probably due to a false flag, but let's go under the premise that they're actually a threat, what the media tells you. So, they have not conducted airstrikes against an estimated 60 Islamic State training camps that are supplying thousands of fighters each month to the terror group, according to the defense and intelligence officials. Let's go to this map first, because I just want to show you a little something. See, this is a map of it. It doesn't say it right underneath, though it does down here. According to the map, among the locations in Iraq and Syria where IS is operating, training camps are Mosul, Raqqa, Nineveh, Kobani, Aleppo, Fallujah, and Baji. Okay, so what's up with this? They're blocking the name of the city, but that's Damascus. That's where Bashar al-Assad is. I would think this map is a fraud, unless somehow Assad is in on this, but I don't see that making all that much sense. So what are the likelihood they have 4 training camps, 2 of them pretty much in Damascus and 2 of them outside? Not likely. Anyway, the camps are spread throughout Islamic State-controlled areas of Iraq and Syria and are off limits in the U.S.-led international bombing campaign because of concerns about collateral damage. What? It's training camp. It should be all Islamic State people there. Now, militaristically, okay, what kind of do you think that people would really want to stand up and fight against it if they actually just bombed the crap out of these and basically killed everybody there? You think there's normal civilians there? Maybe they put them there, but not likely. And well, if they put them there, well, woe to them. Because if they're actually a threat to America, wouldn't you just want to destroy them? In another note from yesterday, this Sputnik article, I just want to note, 62-nation U.S.-led coalition has carried more than 6,400 airstrikes on Islamic State targets since August 2014. U.S. officials have estimated that the military campaign against the Islamic State has eliminated 10,000 of the terrorist group fighters. Is that all, though? I mean, most people that die in war, the vast majority are actually civilians. I'm not sure if you're aware. But, so if that's the total number of people killed, I would think most of them are civilians, especially since they're not bombing training camps. And if that's not, well, then I would think it would be fair to guess that at least 100,000 people have died due to those 6,400 airstrikes. Excuse me. Anyway, let's go on. Additionally, the Islamic State camps have been so successful that the Islamic State leaders are considering expanding the camps to Libya and Yemen. Both states have become largely ungoverned areas in recent years. The failure to target the training camps with U.S. and allied airstrikes is raising questions among some defense and intelligence officials about the commitment of President Obama and his senior aides to the current anti-IS strategy of degrading and ultimately destroying the terror group. Duh. If we know the location of these camps and the president wants to destroy ISIS, why are their camps still functioning? One official critical of the policy asks. The camps are regarded by U.S. intelligence analysts as a key element in the terror group's successes in holding and taking new territory. The main benefit of the training camps is they are providing a continuous supply of new fighters. An additional worry of intelligence analysts is that some of the foreign fighters being trained in the camps will eventually return to their home countries in Europe and North America to carry out terror attacks. Nah, probably not. A White House spokesman, well, unless they're intelligence agents, White House spokesman declined to comment on the failure to bomb the terror camps and referred questions to the Pentagon. Pentagon spokesman Major Roger M. Cabanis declined to say why no training camps have been bombed. I'm not going to go into detail. He said the U.S.-led coalition hit ISIL with more than 6,000 airstrikes. Okay. The coalition has also taken out thousands of fighting positions, tanks, bomb factories, and training camps, he said. We have also struck their leadership, including most recently on the 18th, August 18th, when a U.S. military airstrike removed blah blah blah, known as blah blah blah, the second in command of the terror group from the battlefield. Don't feel like pronouncing Arabic names right now. Efforts are also being taken to disrupt IS finances to make it more difficult for the group to attract new foreign fighters. Oh yeah. Somewhere I got an article saying that they're basically selling the oil to Britain to be refined. Let's see. Air Force Colonel Patrick Ryder, spokesman for Central Command, said the coalition conducted 19 airstrikes against training areas, most recent on August 5th. Okay. So why not the rest of them? I mean, that would strike fear into people, you know, like, okay, I'm not going to join the Islamic State if you just destroy the hell out of all of their training camps. 6419 airstrikes. Whether we identify ISIL moving, staging, or blah, 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 blah. We target them and strike them. Okay, but why not the training camps? And here's a bad excuse. As a result of the air campaign, ISIL has begun hiding amongst civilian populations and employing terrorist weapons from entrenched defensive hiding places. Ryder said, adding, regardless, the coalition can and will continue to identify, pursue, and strike them relentlessly. So then go for their training camps. I mean, I would call that justifiable collateral damage if there's civilians at their training camps, you know, if they're actually a threat. But, of course, like I said, they're not. But here's the biggest point right here. According to defense and intelligence officials, one reason the training camps have been off limits is that political leaders in the White House and Pentagon fear hitting them will cause collateral damage. Some of the camps are located near civilian facilities, and they are concerned that casualties will inspire more jihadists to join the group. Okay, so find their training camp. So let them do that. Find their training camps and destroy them. If they're actually a threat. That's what I would do. I would consider that good military strategy. Like, okay, you guys not get it? We're just going to frickin' destroy you if you keep acting like this. And these military officials are right to argue that if the training camps aren't knocked out, they'll continue to gain ground. Duh. I mean, the DIA and U.S. Central Command have alleged that senior U.S. officials skewed intelligence reports indicating U.S. strategy against ISIS is not working or has been less effective than officials have claimed in public. Because it is. They're doing it on purpose. They want them to grow. Why the hell else would they be doing this? Why would they not be bombing the crap out of these training camps? That would send one hell of a powerful message of, stop doing this. You can't mess with us. You know? I mean, that's millions upon millions of dollars of missiles wasted when they could have gone straight for their training camps. Cut them off at the source, for Christ's sake. No, they're not doing that. Because they want them to grow. There's no other reason to not do that. It's a false reason up here. You know, that, oh, it'll inspire more jihadists to join the group. And the rest of the article just goes on, goes a little deeper. There's a video here that's kind of interesting from October 1st, 2014 of training camp, which is a little bit funny. Maybe I can get it to play here. I'd already watched it once, and yeah, it was kind of funny.
وقد تم بفضل الله وتوفيقه الدفعة الأولى من المتطوعين للجهاد في سبيل الله من معسكر الشيخ أبي عزام الأنصاري رحمه الله، وقد اشتملت هذه الدورة التدريبية المباركة على محاور ثلاث. المحور الأول ما يتعلق باللياقة البدنية والقوة الجسمانية.
Look at this guy.
هذا المحور من قبل كادر متخصص في قتال الشوارع والدفاع عن النفس.
The funny part is at the very end of this little sequence, though. Wait till he gets to this guy. That was weak. This is kind of psycho. Like, wouldn't some of those maybe are they getting lodged in the ground, or man, that's dangerous. I don't know how hard the ground is there. I figured because it's so dry, it's kind of hard, and it's possible the bullets could like ricochet up into you. Maybe I'm wrong. Never shot a bullet into, you know, desert sand. Look at this stuff. Oh, look at that. He fell right into it, though, you know. I mean, this is like pro wrestlers and shit, what they're doing here. Yeah. You know, making it easier on training there could be a point to that, but I've never seen this one. It's funny. Yeah, this part's boring.